My name is Heather, and you've come to see Heather's Healthiest Habits, and this is my intro video so I can let you know a little bit about myself and what I hope to be sharing. I am a homeschool mom with 13 kids. My oldest 8 are daughters, and 5 of those are married. And I have 8 grandbabies and 1 on the way. And so my life is busy. I'm married to my college sweetheart and father of all those great kids, and we are busy people. But my mom died when she was 54, shortly after she found out she had brain cancer, breast cancer, and lung cancer. And that's kind of been a wake-up call for me to do things differently, because here I am now at 53, 52. Yeah, 52, I think. I don't really want to keep track anymore. Anyway, I don't want to end up that way. And so I just decided for me that I was going to change things. And I had a lot of baby weight on from all those pregnancies back to back. And a good friend recommended the Trim Healthy Mama book to me back in 2013, and around August. And I just read it all cover to cover, and I just jumped right in. And it was transformational for me. I hadn't done any other diets before, like ever. I did cook from scratch. Everything was from scratch, and I did whole wheat bread and ground the wheat berries and all of that kind of thing, made into our bread. And so I, was a little bit on the healthier spectrum. And I did like to read about nutrition, but I really was not giving up sugar. I was using every form of natural sugar I could find, but I wasn't giving that up. And so that was a big hurdle for me. So it only took about 6 months, and I had between 40 and 50 pounds off from doing Trim Healthy Mama. And I really stayed that course and learned about as much about it as I could and tried to help other people. But the one thing that didn't change for me is my migraines that I get stayed. So I typically get those twice a month. They time with my hormones and my cycle and when that changes. And I also had stalled out on my weight loss. And so in the end of 2018, I just really started to read more. I stumbled upon a book, and it was kind of like an internet clickbait kind of book by Dr. Johnny Bowden, Metabolic Factor, and he had a tremendous amount of authors referenced in the back of that book, and that kind of really got me started on taking my health journey a lot more seriously. And what I did was, at the beginning of 2019, I followed kind of what his layout was for about 22 to 30 days. And I took out gluten. And of course, I already had sugar out for the most part. And I took out dairy. And I stopped having migraines. That month had no migraines. And then that made me start to think I need to change some things up. And one of the doctors he referenced was Dr. David Perlmutter, who wrote Green Brain. And I read his newest edition of that book, and it was transformational for me. And I realized that was where my migraines that I'd had since I was 18 were coming from. So that made me want to read more books on that list at the end of the book, I guess, of the references. And I learned a lot, and I still learn. I still read nutrition books and books about different parts of the body and nutrition and fitness and health books all the time. I just love to learn new things. And so I'm always learning. So I didn't want to name my channel a keto channel, even though I primarily eat keto at this point. But I do an athletic keto in my settings in Cronometer, which is the food app I use. That allows for like up to 50 grams of net carbs just for athletic calories that you burn if you're a fairly active person. So while I say keto, I can be in ketosis and still eat around 50 carbs. And then I definitely have days where I swing up out of that because I feel like it's healthier to mix it up and not stay the same all the time. But instead of naming that channel just Heather's Keto or anything related to that, I want it to be about my healthy habits, because I really think it has to be all encompassing. We have to really look at every area of our life. And we're also very diverse in the way what we can eat and the different things we can do to exercise. And so I just really feel like we all need to find our own journey, but I want to be able to help people in that journey. So I really wanted to get this video out today because I'm starting 75 Hard for the second time. I did it last January and then did it phase 1 and phase 2 as well as part of Andy Frizella's Live Hard program. And then I really needed to get back into the swing of things after the holidays and after a bout with COVID in November and not feeling well, I decided it was time to kind of rein things in a little tighter and get more focused on my health and my nutrition again. So that springboarded me into giving you the intro now so I can start detailing each of my days through 75 Hard so you can kind of see what it looks like. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put a link below that links you to like the program in more details, but it's basically 2 workouts a day, 45 minutes each. One has to be outside. The other one can be inside or outside. They just have to be separated in time and not back to back. And then you drink a gallon of water. You read 10 pages of a nonfiction book. You take a progress photo every day so you can kind of see the changes, or follow a diet. And that really is catered. Like some of my kids are doing this with me, and some of them are going sugar-free and gluten-free, and some are just going gluten-free. And I am just going to stay the course that I'm on, but eating clean within that. So no sugar for me, no gluten. And I'll probably tweak it and mix it up throughout so I can challenge myself. I might do an egg fast for a few days. I might do some protein sparing modified fasting as well. And I'll explain that in future videos, kind of the way I'm headed and how I'm doing things. But I think I said the whole list of what is involved. No alcohol. That's the other one. But I will have that list down below when I'm done. I do have a Instagram channel. Not channel, but account. It's at Heather's Healthiest Habits, and that will be down below as well. That's where I kind of post my food and fitness and some of my family. And I would love to hear from each of you and let me know where you're from and what would be interesting for you to hear. I'll take a minute or so just to explain my fitness journey. Back in 2003 or 13, I'm sorry, when I started losing weight, I was still very out of shape. We'd go camping and my family would all go on hikes with my husband, and I couldn't do it. I'd stay back at the campsite and cook because I'm really good at cooking. But I was also good at gaining weight from all that cooking. So my daughters started to go to the gym, and sometime in 2015 they were asking me to come and offering to buy me a membership, and I did that. And when I first went, I could only do the elliptical for 5 minutes, and even that was really hard. And I thought, wow, I am so out of shape. I ran track in high school, and then in college I just ran, not for the college, but I just ran. I ran with track down at Indiana University and around town, and took fitness classes when I was there. And so I liked fitness. And then I had a lot of babies close together, and I did nothing for fitness at all for a lot of years. So getting back into it was a hard thing, but it was very good. And within, a year or so, I was able to lift a lot of different kinds of weights and build strength and do more cardio and build up on the cardio machines to go much longer periods of time. And I thought actually I was fairly fit. And then my daughter started to train for a half marathon in February of 2017, training before that to run it in February. And I was like, I want to run again. And so I got dressed and went out to run and couldn't go very far. And I thought, wow, just because I'm fit and I could do the elliptical and other things at the gym doesn't mean I can run. So another one of my daughters recommended I do Couch to 5K, which is an app. They also have Couch to 10K, and I actually started with Couch to 10K because the same daughter asked if I would come to Atlanta and run the Peachtree with her in July. So I had from, February-ish to July, and I finished the program. It's a lot shorter than that, but anyway, it got me so I could run for an hour without stopping. And then I continued on that journey, did another 10K then in September with our town Sport for Fitness. So that was a great thing for me. I know not everybody can run, but for me it was tremendous. It's great for my mind and to clear my mind in my busy life, and it has helped me to be a lot stronger and have more confidence in the health journey that I had gotten the health and the food component started, but I didn't deal with the movement piece. And I think that's very important as well. I mean, you can't exercise your way out of a bad diet, but I think that movement has to be part of that journey because sitting all the time just you know, it is not good for you. All the studies point to that. So I'm hoping within the channel to share things I've learned from different books and refer you to some other YouTubers who I just love and have learned from, and just to encourage you with my own journey. So I will be sharing after today my 75 hard journey. I will document it with pictures and videos and what I'm eating, and then I'll just collaborate all that together and share that with you. So please subscribe if you're interested, and introduce yourself to me in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Bye.